But then in that first round series against Miami, played 35 minutes a game, averaged almost 24 points, and shot over 40% from three. So by the end, he was getting back into the groove.
Knocks it Embiid, Lillard and Giannis going to work here. Embiid knocks it down. Sixers rolling now. It's a 2-point game.
Plenty of time. I'm going to let Maxey go at Beasley every time down the floor.
Embiid, little turnaround is good. A friendly bounce.
Nearly throw it away, but Maxey's able to corral it. Shot clock down to 7. Embiid, a step back from the top of the key. It's pure for Joel Embiid. He's been back a couple of games after missing 29.
Hog the hole, whatever you call it. And then I want to drop the line down there and let's see what happens.
Embiid back and hits the fadeaway jumper. Man, Joel Embiid. Embiid, Jemison staying with him defensively. Embiid.
Had the move right there.
Yep.
The little dribble move, dribble move, dribble move.
Signed to a contract earlier today on the floor for the Grizzlies. Embiid, little shake and bake. Was that the Olajuwon dream shake?
It would be back in this game even more.
Embiid takes up slack, buries the foul line jumper.
4.5 to go in the second, 44-43. Embiid for 15. That's supremely talented.
That's too easy there.
Embiid. Well, good D by the Hawks. Got it out of his hands. But they go right back to him, and he'll settle for the jumper. Maxey back to Embiid. Tobias Harris hits the brakes. Joel from 16 rattles it in. Joel up and in. 21 points. 10 seconds on the Sixers shot clock. Embiid off 1 foot. Timeout, Atlanta.
Rozier chasing around Max. Bam's responsibility to defend the 7-time All-Star Embiid, who hits the 15-footer. Those 2 shots from the same spot.
I mean, of course, spent a couple of seasons here in Miami. Said that Jimmy Butler was like a brother. Embiid swishes his first attempt tonight.
The Sixers maintain that 7-point lead. Joel off 1 leg for 2 points. 15 points for Embiid.
Front right toe on that line.
That was weird. Very, very unusual for Duncan. Embiid again guarded by Butler. Drills it. But Joel Embiid continues. Eric Reed and John Crotty and our Valley Sports crew, always happy to have you with us. We'll be in Houston tomorrow night for the Heat and Rockets. Embiid with an 18-footer.
Embiid could not affect. Couple strong left-handed dribbles for Embiid, and it's amazing how far he can get in that paint with a couple of dribbles. Oh, goodness, that name is phantom.
Again.
Did Mensah really get him? Dad's name is Tyrone. Combine the two, Tyrone Denise, to get Tyrese. Joel Embiid back into the ball game, doing Joel Embiid thing. Embiid. 1-point game. Korkmaz, Oubre, Morris, House, and Embiid for Philadelphia. Embiid, 2 more.
Like a layup on a back-to-back. You get an open shot like that, you got to settle in, use your legs, get up under it, knock that down.
So soft. Hornets have Nathan Mensah back into the game, who has 5 fouls himself. Embiid already with 31. Give him 33. Batum. He's got another 30-point game. That is now 20. 2-man game. Embiid stops at the free throw line and drills it. He has made a living at that free throw line. He's got 2 assists. He's blocked the shot. We're in the first quarter. Embiid from the free throw line where he's automatic.
Easy 2 for the young fella.
Mensah 2 points yesterday, but both points coming at the free throw line.
It's just me talking. I think his motivation is he wants to go back-to-back MVP.
Wow. He got the rebound down on one baseline, dribbled at 90 feet, and then made a jumper. Anthony Melton starts, stops, get it back out to Tobias Harris. Embiid, 7 foot. Hadn't hit the rim yet. Wow.
Steady diet of Embiid.
Awkward shot for Embiid, but nothing's really awkward for him. He can stroke it.
He has the touch of a masseuse.
Have a hard time keeping that up. Unbelievable. Wow. This Embiid is just sensational. Hornets have had 3 Knicks in the history of the franchise. We have a chance to have all 3 of them on the floor today. If Nick Batum is ever on the floor with Nick Smith and Nick Richards. Had the stats to put this up.
Let's go. No question. No question.
This guy can do no wrong. That's his second NBA game. Oh my goodness. Joel Embiid always gets the benefit of the doubt. It's got soft enough touch to make it hurt. We're going to see Bismarck. He's still in the league. Down to Memphis. Oh my goodness. I just can't get over this. Joel Embiid has got the best outside stroke.
It's right on his career three-point percentage. Embiid, multiple head fakes, now fires it in from the baseline.
I don't know if it's anything, but it might be something. Something for you to think about.
Now I'm thinking already. Got the wheels spinning. There's Embiid in the mid-range with a turnaround jumper. 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Embiid, tough shot. Again, this one's good. Wendell making him work hard. Wendell Carter Jr. on Embiid. He knocks down another mid-range jumper. KK on Harris. Embiid defended by Bataze. Free throw line jumper. Well, he is just
Orlando.
Ignas Brazdeikis. The jumper is good by Embiid. Especially when you don't know how to pronounce it.
Well, that's one thing.
Embiid, a rolling hook. The sky hook by Joel Embiid.
An explosive take from Lonnie Walker IV. The Nets have cut it to a 1-point game. Embiid fading away, so tough.
And he knows that. And I, too, think coming into the season, a lot was expected of him, and he's still figuring those roles out.
Joel Embiid. 4 to shoot. Embiid's jumper, silky.
This has all been fun to me. I think it's worked out really nicely, and the buzz is picking up.
Nice little 2-man action. Maxey and Embiid, and the 10-0 Nets run. In that first half, Harris, no. Embiid, though, gives Philadelphia another chance. Embiid fading off one leg. It's just so tough.
Embiid had 70 points in 37 minutes. Just the fewest minutes with a 70-point game as Embiid again. He has 13. Embiid.
Reach.
And got it again.
Yeah, Miles reached, and all of a sudden he became a little reluctant. But you're right. He didn't get somebody he didn't want necessarily out there defending him.
Patrick Beverly back in, got the start tonight. Now Embiid, free throw line, spins and scores. 1,831 he has made in 8 years. He mentioned not just Tyrese Halliburton, but he's loved watching Miles Turner. Trailed in the first quarter. They outscored Philadelphia 11-2 to start this game. Turner, great job against Embiid, but he still hits.
2 and 14 to play in the first.
Another beautiful setup for Killian Hayes, who looked like he was going to shoot that basketball, but at the last moment he found an outlet and ended up with a dunk for the Pistons. Very, very nicely done.
Got them within striking distance. 56-48 Pistons. Embiid with the first shot of the second half, and he sticks it. Embiid back to Maxey. Bad looking triple try. Morris rebounds. Embiid for 3, and that was a good looking triple try right down the middle.
Clock at 8. One-on-one on Wiseman. Spins and fires and fills it. Embiid has it on top. Jumper over Isaiah Stewart. Sticks it.
Embiid. Fading.
Joel Embiid run up and down the floor. Joel Embiid early in the season, a lot of times, they're not in shape as well as they like to be, but Joel still has that. Tobias Harris doesn't get as much credit as he deserves playing with his team.
No James Harden for the 76ers. Boos ringing out for Embiid, and of course that goes back to him. Raptors down by 8. Beverly to Embiid. And the bucket is good. He's got now 29. Precious Achiuwa makes his way to the scorer's table. Here's Embiid. And Embiid, 19 W's when trailing. At half, here's Embiid, up fake. And he knocks it down, and it's a 1-point game. Trent Jr., Pirtle, got 15 and 9 assists. Working with Embiid is Maxey. Embiid on the inside, got it, in the foul.
Get out in transition, keep them off the offensive glass, which you've done a terrific job so far.
And that time Embiid pulls up just inside the nail. This is where the Thunder want to dig in defensively. And the offense hits a little bit of a lull. Tough step back there from Embiid. He's got 2 more. And Embiid's got 25. There's not been a lot of separation between these two teams since the early minutes of the game, but that's 5 quick points now for Philly after the timeout.
And now he's got him 2 right underneath the basket for the dunk. Nice heads-up play by him also.
A little bit of a lineup change, too, as Embiid knocks that down for Mark Daigneault to open up the third quarter. Some threes from his bench. As Embiid has been on the bench, had a little height advantage, shoots right over the top of Williams, so Embiid.
Double overtime against the Lakers.
Embiid is back in. He's operating against the rookie. Joel Embiid, silky smooth.
Yeah, he got off to a rough start tonight in that 5th seed, where they're barely up on Cleveland, where you now have to go and win 3 playoff series on the road.
Drew's Clues to Victory was brought to you by your local Washington, D.C. GMC dealers. You might need to read your own sponsorship reads from now on, since you just took it, partner. As Embiid comes back in and hits a jumper.
Get a little baby trip. Get a baby trip.
You know what I call all of his assists to his teammates? All in the family.
All in the family. The Wizards doing a good job.
He's now got the assignment of guarding Embiid.
And see how he's
active hands.
You better be careful with those hands because he will go through them.
And he did just that. Count the bucket and 1.
6'10", shooting one leg float shots.
Embiid and Gafford matchup. Advantage Embiid on that possession. See if he gets some work in defensively as Embiid. That's a body on him.
And get the foul.
It's Embiid. Fade away for 50. Joel Embiid. Embiid about 14 feet. Embiid again. Mid-range specialist. Washington hit all 8 of theirs. Embiid. Dream shake. Dream execution.
Man, it looked like that ball went right through.
Brogdon stripped it, got it back. 5 to shoot. Embiid, 3 blazers around him. He does. Knocks down the jumper.
Decent offensive rebounding team.
That's his former backup. Spinning away from Drummond. That's the Joel Embiid we all know and love. Nico making the return on a minutes restriction Saturday in Chicago. Embiid in the paint, and there's his first bucket since the return. It'll be interesting to see what the Bulls do the next couple of months. Drummond knocks it away from Embiid. Joel gets it back, fades away, and hits another. Embiid between the legs. On the baseline, Joel has 15 in the first half tonight. 5 and 5 for the reigning NBA MVP so far tonight. First action in 11 days, make it 13, 5 and 5. A lot on tap.
Too easy. Got to make sure that he doesn't take such a direct path.
Too easy from the free throw line.
He shied away from contact. If he would have went right up to the rim and had that confrontation, perhaps he'd be at the line.
House trying to get it back to Joel. Embiid, floater, 29 for Embiid tonight. Former teammates going toe-to-toe. This was always fun to watch in practice last year. The year before, Embiid over Drummond, make it 14 in the first back here. So see him a bunch the next couple of weeks. 6 to shoot for Embiid. Joel from the free throw line. I prefer the song over Tamara's.
Or over me singing it. Let her sing.
No, I'd be down for you singing it tonight. Embiid, free throw, Jay, 23 in the first half tonight for Joel. Trying to draw attention to the physicality underneath.
That's a long pass down there underneath the basket.
Joel from the elbow.
That never left the cylinder, and official Capers was the one with the best view. I can't believe he's walking back down the other end of the floor.
Embiid from the elbow. Embiid with 32. Embiid with 34. I certainly would. Yes,
yes, I for one.
Yes.
Us for two.
I agree with that sentiment. Maxey back to Joe. Embiid sheds Vooch. Elbow jumper rattles in for Embiid.
It does. It takes a moment to figure out where to look, and then after that, it's being able to see the clock. Sixer defense has been outstanding in the second half.
Maxey and Embiid. Embiid. Watched by Allen, mid-range jumper is pure. Gives it to Harris. Into the corner it goes. Now Embiid will get it set. Embiid, little mid-range jumper is good. It's a 5-point game.
Embiid working into the paint. Horford making it tough on him, and Joel still knocks it down. And a rarity, Doris, to see minuses next to both Embiid and Tatum early on.
I have to wonder how dominant they might be here in the second half. You get a nail elbow touch for Joel Embiid.
Horford's on Embiid inside. Under 5 on the shot clock. Joel's got to go.
Nick Nurse and the staff very happy to have these additions. Coming over from LA in the Harden trade. Embiid fades and swishes it over. There's a reason nobody else can. Here's our 7-footer. Embiid with a lot of white jerseys around him.
There was a huge plus, able to contribute from long range.
Embiid, the turnaround, kissing it off the window. He said it also helps that he and Joel speak French.
The thing about guys like Tatum is they can go 2-3 quarters without really being involved offensively, and then come fourth quarter be heard from. It's like
Tobias.
4 syllables.
Good fake, Maxey out to Embiid. Joel lets Horford fly by, and Joel drains the jumper. Finally gets it way out near the three-point line. 5 to shoot. Embiid spins away from Tatum and hits the fadeaway. Has not played in the last 5 for the Hawks, and again, they've dropped 4 of their last 5. Embiid rising and hitting another. 15 first quarter points for Joel.
Well, he's got good company, but again, he's going to be the guy who's going to break down your defense without a Young in the lineup.
Embiid spinning the righty hook. 2 for 2 is Joel so far tonight.
Looking for Joel quickly here.
That's how they started Wednesday in Washington, and same start here. Joel with a finish. And also without a tray tonight in Young.
No ice tray, right?
Correct. Sixers with the MVP. Pulls up and hits another. 27 and counting. Embiid goes right back towards Capella. From the elbow, and Embiid knocks it down. 3 for 6 from outside. Sixers, though, shooting well. 9 for 21. Joel scoreless in the second quarter. Bucket start here in the third. Melton gets it to Batum, who's trying to get it to Joel. Embiid, the fadeaway. 36 for Embiid.
a lot of the times trying to confuse Anthony. Let's see how he approaches it today.
Big fella right into his chest. So back and forth we go. The centers. Ala Abdel-Nabi, Kate Scott, Taryn Hatcher with you here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Appreciate all of you watching tonight on NBA TV as well as Joel gets the roll.
And they found him streaking to the other end of the floor.
Yeah, I'd say that right ankle's doing okay.
Yeah, he looks lively.
Embiid just bullying his way all the way down and then hook shots it up and in. Got 11 of those in this second quarter. Isaac on Embiid. Joel into the paint and gets the roll. An aggressive move from Embiid, but now very slow to get back on defense.
But playing at an all-star caliber as well. We'll see who ends up at Indy. I love that floor they put down at the airport in Indianapolis. We'll have to get a little game going. Embiid stacks another one.
In that category and continues to match up with Joel Embiid here since the early possession.
And Embiid stops and pops on him. Little pull-up jump shot. They shot 50% from three-point range in that victory over the Pacers without Halliburton on Sunday in Denver. Embiid against Jokic. Crowd swells up. Embiid hits it on him.
20 shots a game. When they win, he shoots 15 shots a game.
Yeah, some teams are allowing Jokic and going one-on-one with him to try to turn him into a scorer as Embiid. And how good has he been? And Maxey wanted to use all of it here. Gordon switches on to him. Embiid with Caldwell Pope on him. Little step back, mid-range jumper is true. The silky stroke.
I think when Melton and Covington are back, they have great depth. Their issue is simple. Is Joel Embiid going to produce in the playoffs? He simply hasn't.
At the controls.
Yeah, he came back in the game. He and Jokic, this game was tied. They came in at the 7:28 mark. He's now scored all 10 points.
5.5 to go. Embiid started, stop. Gordon's on him. Embiid throwing some moves at him. A foul and one. Joel Embiid.
Rick Carlisle has utilizing his pieces well too. A guy like Toppin, limited offensively as Joel responds. Man in front of you.
Embiid. Great spin move. Great spin move, and he gets the roll. I mean, we know Kelly hasn't been here for very long, but he already feels like a Sixer who hopefully is going to be here for a long time as Embiid hits the fadeaway. Hidden behind Julius Randle was Obi. A lot of Knicks fans always wanted to see him play more, just couldn't get the time. Embiid fading and hitting his first attempt tonight.
Hoosiers in the movie where he measures the rim.
There
And it's still the same.
Morris down to Embiid. Going back to the hook again. That's his third made hook shot tonight. Those two combining for 87 points. Joel spinning, and another hook shot from Joel Embiid. When they host Orlando. Sixers, of course, this is the first half of a back-to-back. Celtics are back here again tomorrow night. That's going to be an ESPN national exclusive. Easy hook shot. Joel, baseline jag. It's good for Joel Embiid. Embiid with 31. Sizing up Turner, make it 33 for Joel Embiid.
The passion of the Philadelphia sports fans, guys, which, I mean, that just seems like an obvious. It's hard to deny it. It's hard to escape it.
It is very hard to deny it. Embiid pulling up just inside the free throw line. He's got 12 now in the first quarter.
He never needs to use it. That time just improvising as he goes.
Expanding the bag. The elbow J that we all know and love.
Well, look at him there, how important he was. Not only getting his shot, but he got Stewart. Nice little elbow jumper as well.
Embiid with a jumper from the free throw line. Mo Bamba and DeAnthony Melton led us in a rousing rendition of Happy Birthday to the guys.
They will never be pilots. They don't have the airplane voice. Pat Bev does defensive preparation drills. I've never seen that before.
Embiid hits it, and there it is, Ala. 30 in 10 for a 9th consecutive game.
The Sixers have had more success early on in this season. They are a problem-solving group.
Embiid drains the free throw jumper. Embiid with Weissman on him. Pulls up and hits. Yeah. It's been fun to see that come back in, right? His first game, it was rusty against OKC last week. Evan Fournier with 13 of the last 17 Piston points. Joel Embiid with 2 more for the Sixers. 8-piece coming on.
There might be a foul or 2 in our future.
Whoa! Whoa! It up as he's falling down. How did he do that?
Jade Springer back in for the Sixers. 1-point game after the Schroeder foul shots. Joel, quick turn by everybody, takes a hit from Barnes and scores it while falling down. Maxey draws double coverage, Joel with it. Spin move, they double, baseline shot, good. Embiid with a field goal, only his second. They're in the throes of a 7-1 run. Embiid lowers, up fakes, spins, hangs, fades, and connects.
Had the open look, and then that opportunity kind of quickly.
Shot clock at 5. Embiid doubles, steps back from it, and swishes another. Joel Embiid is heating up.
That's why it was off.
Covington down to Embiid. The double comes, spins away from it, off 1 foot. Joel Embiid. We're in the black sweater, just emphasizes it.
Well, I'm reminded of Darko Milicic, who did not live up to the Darko standard.
Embiid fading in the lane. There it is. Haven't seen that shot much tonight. Embiid has 18. Rockets went 4-5 without him, and their defensive turnaround this year has been just intense and severe from the defense we saw from them last year. As Embiid, it's another free throw jumper. Jalen Green, the first bucket for Houston this afternoon. He had 31 against the Sixers in December. Okay, back-to-back buckets for the big fella. Here we go. Led the way offensively for the Rockets in that loss to the Sixers December 29th. No good on that shot attempt. Embiid from the free throw line. Welcome back, Joel Embiid.
What is the biggest difference between Joel then and Joel now? How has he grown into this player who's setting all of these records on all of these streaks? And he said it's really amazing the way he's grown in terms of becoming a professional, the way he is.
Next time you visit Philadelphia, steal by the Sixers. Here's Embiid ahead to Batum. Embiid draws the foul on Green, hits the buckets. Another 3-point opportunity. Şengün showing double. Embiid, baseline J is good. 28 and counting for Joel.
That's exactly what happened.
Tyrese, 9-5 3-point game this season. Embiid for 40. From a 40-10 performance, that would be his 7th such of the season. Embiid, 1 point away. He's got 39. 22 now for Tyrese. Joel, 1 rebound away from 30-10 or 35-10. Just checked in, knocks it away from Vassell. Embiid leading the break. KJ Martin in as well. Embiid, 18 in the first quarter.
Showing you the ability to shoot with either hand. That time, a nice soft release with the left. It didn't go in.
Embiid, little step back from the elbow, and he hits another.
They don't mind passing it from a good shot to a better shot.
Here they go. Embiid going at Wembanyama, and he gets the friendly roll from the free throw line.
Spurs have been good. Sixers got 15 minutes to go in and see whether or not they can come up with a formula for success.
Embiid with a new first half career high. Trying to get it back to Embiid on the roll. Good work by Paul Reed. 5 to shoot for Embiid. Up and over Wembanyama for 30.
But he's on pace right now to be pretty good.
Yeah, I don't want to see him in the fourth quarter. Tyrese behind the back. Embiid, 52! We're the loudest arena, hands down. We love chicken.
We love our chicken. We love our poultry here.
Embiid, a fake, a spin, another fake. The buckets and the foul. Joel with a chance at 50 here tonight. Maxey with a dozen tonight. Tobias with a dozen. Joel with 43. Wembanyama on him. Embiid, 45 from the elbow. Harris, back to Joel. Embiid just inside the free throw line, making 38 for 21. We only want to see one dude attempting shots from here on out. Joel Embiid, 65! And Joel wants more. Giannis with the NBA season high of 64. Joel was 61, make it 63!
building an 8-point lead. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Maxey to Joel, low pass, gathers it from the elbow. That's good. Embiid with a nice touch. Only his third field goal. To the corner, Melton. He fires to Anthony Melton. Can't get it to go. Long rebound, Embiid. Pull up from 14. Book it, it's good. 2 free throws for Eubanks. He's 4 of 4. Oubre to Joel. It's a 5-point game. Embiid doubled into the lane with a one-hand, right-hand jump hook. Good.
Points in the paint, 29. That's all correlation because of how much attention as Embiid he garners. Anytime he touches the ball, all eyes are on him because people are wondering when the shoe is going to drop, but this team continues to win because of a young player as Embiid gets his first basket to go.
And Jalen Williams, their number 2 scorer, showing you just how deep and efficient this team is. Embiid, top of the key, Jay, cash money. OKC taking over sole possession of first place in the West with Denver and Minnesota right on their heels. That is Embiid. North Philly native. Joined his hometown team after the buyout with Charlotte.
There it is.
That is Embiid.
At this point in his career, right?
He's done it a lot.
Shot clock at 4. Embiid off 1 foot. Joel Embiid making everything look easy. Probably much later tonight for the Wizards. Out to Washington. Here's Joel Embiid. Yeah, that's not the matchup the Wizards want. They don't want Jordan Poole on him, and Embiid makes him pay.
I think things are a little different when he's got some pressure to contend with.
Kuzma with 17. Embiid off 1 foot on the other side.
Over 2 made per game, shade under 6. He's just been tremendous.
Embiid working against Hartenstein. The elbow jumper is pure.
That's Maxey's speed getting to that spot.
Embiid playing with his food and knocks down the midi.
Come on now. He's shown you multiple things, and this is what Joel does.
Jordan Poole with 11. Those are the leading scores for the Wizards.
2-3 zone from the Wizards.
Embiid, elbow, perfect. I just said, what are you seeing? And he said, I'm getting the shots, they're just not falling. And he said, yeah, me too.
He said he wasn't worried, and that it'll come.
No look behind the back, behind the head pass this year. Keep an eye out for another. Embiid, money! 48 in 30 minutes for Joel Embiid. 18 tonight for Poole. Embiid, same play. Why not? This time it's Maxey finding Joel Embiid. Beverly hasn't done much scoring yet in his Sixers tenure, but has done a little bit of everything else like that, finding a cutting Joel Embiid, 39.
16 points for the big fella in that quarter.
Best quarter for Joel so far this season. He had 15 in the third on Saturday. Embiid faces up, he's doubled, rises over Gallinari, and hits. Well, it looked like he might have been fouled.
Embiid putting it on the deck. That's right, he's 7 foot with guard skill.
Little zone here for the Wizards, trying something different defensively.
Great ball movement by the Sixers in an effort to break that zone, and they do. Maxey with 22 in the first half, his 18th 20-point half of his career. Embiid, deadly from the elbow.
Is getting re-gifted to one of my friends because it's a hot item right now.
It is. Embiid turning after the contact and hitting the fadeaway of the qualifying game. So make sure you click on the offer by tomorrow morning at 10:30, and then you've got 3 days to claim your nuggets. Embiid!
Getting to the basket certainly will help that shooting percentage.
Yep. Speaking of career bests, Tyrese Maxey there as well. Embiid, tough shot from the free throw line. Embiid, what a move by the big fella. I think he's okay. His high is 7. His career high is 9. Embiid, runner, and he gets the friendly roll.
Look at Scott Foster.
All about that Kelly green. I know I haven't been here long, but I wish they'd bring it back just all the time.
It's a beautiful shade.
I like the navy that Embiid and the Sixers are wearing tonight too, as Embiid hits the little runner.
Some zone here from the Timberwolves. Looks like a 1-3-1.
Embiid. Over Towns. And Embiid hits another. Season high for a half for McDaniels. Embiid from the free throw line. Time stands still. And his brother Jalen McDaniels here with the Sixers last season. Jalen now in Toronto. Embiid
on that drive to get that shot over, avoiding the defense.
See back to Embiid. Joel from the free throw line.
More reliable on that perimeter jump shot than in years past for Edwards.
With a very distant Euro.
And did a good job for most of that exchange until finally Edwards broke free.
The bucket. And number 4 on Rudy Gobert. Jaden McDaniels with 21 after that tap in. Embiid from the elbow.
He will be in attack mode. Sixers have to prevent that.
Here's Maxey back to Embiid. Gobert playing with 3 fouls, so has to be a little bit more careful than he'd probably like to be. 3 the rebounds. Embiid. Oh, seconds. 50-piece. Then he touched it. 2-man game. Maxey back to Embiid from the free throw line. Season high 21 for Jaden McDaniels. Embiid with 46. Timeout T-Wolves. Maxey, Embiid, and the Sixers. 2-man game. Embiid from the elbow. 42.
And looks to bring it up. Back in his hometown. Embiid drives down a lane. Running shot is good. His first field goal and an early 5-point Sixer lead. Maxey with 5 on the 24. Batum on the drive. The pull-up shot won't go. Fight for the rebound. Embiid comes down with it. He's fouled. Shot is good. And 1. A prolific 3-point shooter finally getting the taste of the postseason. Shot blocked from behind. And Embiid still knocked it in. I think DiVincenzo got a piece of it. Maxey gets inside, lost the handle, gets it back. Shot clock at 8. Now Embiid looking to post up. Anunoby trying to guard him. Embiid gets inside, count it, and another foul. Hartenstein one-on-one coverage. Anunoby looks to help. Jump shot from Embiid, rattles it in. He looks sharp. 4 of 5 from the field, 11 points already. Sixers are a good defensive team, especially with Embiid out on the floor.
They can put it on the floor. See, he doesn't.
And knocks that one down.
So they're cruising now.
Against Tobias Harris. Those possessions are key.
Maxey with 16 finds Embiid, who's got 14 now. He had sensed that teams were starting to sag off of him. He has been ready in the first 2 games. Embiid, shooter's touch.
They need to do a better job of being physical. And he said, regarding Joel Embiid, we got to have multiple bodies on him. So he expects a much more physical style of play in the second half.
Sixers have never trailed. 2-point lead with the ball. Embiid spinning off Hartenstein. Man, is that any good? Thin down for these 2 coaches, as they certainly will. Embiid's going to pull a long 2. A sweet stroke by the big man, Joel Embiid. Now Harris trying to get the ball to Embiid. 3 to shoot. Embiid and Hartenstein. He puts it up and he knocks it in. And 1 as Hartenstein fouls him.
What a start for Brunson. 14 points. Embiid, little hesitation, contact, and he hits. Boy, and somehow there was no whistle. Embiid faces Robinson. That's a scary sight for a defender on an island in transition. Embiid makes it look easy.
Yeah, Anunoby is a straight line right-handed driver. You can't give him the one thing he wants.
Embiid leans in over the top of a double team. Embiid gets it to Lowry, who's going to reset. Force feed Embiid. Boy, contact, and he hits anyway.
Great job with that little push shot he has, but it's really the space he creates.
But it's like taking candy from a baby for Embiid. Too easy.
Joel Embiid. But the reason why they're leaving Tobias as Joel knocks down the jumper is because they're going to force him to make that shot.
Shot clock down to 7 already. Embiid, Crab dribbling down, bodying inside, and finishing.
Batum and Tobias next to Joel Embiid. This is a much bigger lineup for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Embiid fades away and knocks in the jumper himself.
They are so good. Great pass, great cut, great finish.
Embiid, the step back, got him. Embiid. Fade, rimming in for Joel Embiid. Brunson with just his 3rd assist of the night. And the Knicks back in front, 54-53. Maxey feeds Embiid. He sticks it. Knicks lead by 1. Maxey stumbles. Embiid spins, drives, floats it. Good, and a foul. Brunson got a piece. Batum missed it from three-point territory. Rebound Embiid, turns and connects. Maxey penetrates right to the chest. Hartenstein the block. Clear it. Harris to Embiid. Maxey is down. It goes, and the foul. You can feel a Knicks presence in the crowd. Obviously, it's been all Knicks so far. Waiting to see how these fans react after the first bucket. There it is. And the Sixers get a reload. Harris one-on-one with Anunoby. Embiid asking for it. Over Hartenstein. The banker goes, and a foul. The lead is down to 7. It was as large as 22. High-low. Hartenstein gets a piece. Still gets to Embiid, and he floats it in. Lowry to the paint. Embiid gets the run. Knicks cut it to 3. We approach 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. Hartenstein went over to help on Maxey. Embiid got him. Embiid, isolation. Hartenstein, it's all him right now defensively. Embiid, the baby hook.